Hi, good morning. We are inside the Mastermind. I'm Addie Godino, loan officer here through California, mostly San Diego. And I am here with Isaac and Nick. And we're super excited for having you today, kind of learning about how real estate and financial advising works. So can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
Yes, I'm a financial professional. I provide financial solutions and for families and businesses.
Okay.
When it comes to families, we take care of helping them plan for retirement, college funds, and take care of debt, etc. When it comes to businesses, we help increase their tax deductions as well as increase their employee loyalty as well as protect the business with key man protection.
So with financial advising, how does that work and why is it such a good thing in real estate and financial advising? How do you guys work as a team?
Yes, with housing market going up, the cost of housing going up, most houses take two incomes, right? Mm-hmm. Say somebody passed away or gets sick, you want to protect that house. So that's some of the ways we can work together. Also, when it comes to equity. Mm-hmm. A lot of families have equity in their homes, a lot of equity. Instead of putting it in the bank, we're able to put it in financial vehicles to make sure they get better return.
Okay. Do you also advise them to maybe pull it out and use the equity? Like in their property or build on the back of their property, like everything what's going hot right now, like the granny flats?
Or the granny flats and ADUs?
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's one of my specialties.
It depends. When we sit down with people, it depends on what they want in the long run.
Yeah.
America teaches that retirement is an age, and actually it's a financial number. Mm-hmm. So when we sit down and do an analysis with families or businesses, we're able to structure it correctly so they can meet their financial goal at the end.
And I really love that because I feel like everybody has a different outlook on life, right?
Yes.
Because even in the loan department for me, I sit down and I'll talk people out of buying a house because that's not what their real goal is, or their age where they could rent and they could just have fun for the rest of their life. Yeah. So I think it really works as a team when you have a real estate team.
Yes.
And figuring out not everybody is the same. So everybody has different goals. It's not just one cookie cutter thing. So I think that's really important for clients to be able to go to you guys and be able to really sit down and analyze what their goal is. Not what your goal is for them, but what their goal is, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. So how can sellers benefit more from working with you guys?
Benefit when they sell?
Yeah.
For more of the equity.
Okay.
They can benefit a lot from, because most people put it in the bank, and let's be honest,
right.
Banks are safe, but there's low rate of return.
Right.
And we want to increase that rate of return and make sure they get most of the gains and none of the losses.
Okay. And so when somebody sits down with you guys, what can they expect?
I actually have a really great example that Nick and I work with a client, a seller of mine, and it also correlates to what you were talking about, where somebody who's in the older age and they've already lived their life and they want to travel and take the equity out of the property and rent, because that may be a better solution because they're traveling, right? So there was a scenario where there's a seller of mine, high equity. We ended up selling the property. They took out the equity and they actually rented. And first of all, for the first 6 months, they went on vacation.
See, yeah.
They bought like a Winnebago or whatever, and they went on vacation. And Nick was able to sit down with them prior to selling the property and find a good investment vehicle for them to still make money and still be able to travel and hang out and still make money. So that was a great...
I think every age is kind of different,
Yes,
and I feel like my age or maybe our age is for me, I want to build on the property, right? Because I want more income. But somebody let's say, my grandfather or something, he wants to play. So why? I mean, I think the old American dream is like a white picket fence in your house and you live in it forever and you have the same car forever until it breaks down. And it's not really that way these days. Some people still kind of live that way, but other people maybe they can make money on their money and play a little bit more and live life. Don't you think?
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you have any other examples?
There is another example. I'm one of them.
Yeah, I love real life stories, Yeah.
So I used to work with Nick when I was in the Navy and I got out, and I'm an agent and an investor. And Nick was asking me, dude, what do you do with your money besides blowing it in a car and traveling?
Cars.
So
always in cars. I'm telling you.
So I actually do. I do have a policy active with Nick. So I'm not only here testifying for other people, but I am living proof that it works. And I sat down and he was saying that your financial or your retirement
financial independence number.
It's not a number. It's not an age, but it's a number.
It's a number.
And we spoke about it, and I said, okay, well, I know I'm going to make this amount of money. How can I make this amount of money afterwards when I don't do nothing and I just hang out? And we reached an amount that I needed to contribute monthly, and I was able to do it.
Then you can have a car.
Yeah.
You see?
I have a very
You
nice
gotta
car.
have that.
No, he's still got the car and the financial.
I actually traded. I have a newer car. Remember I had the Audi?
car.
Yeah.
And it's only because you're saving as well. How funny. So how do people get a hold of you? So tell the camera, I would love for people to really like call you, get a hold of you, and kind of build that plan. Because I really, truly believe some people like try this person, but I feel like working as a team, I know being in real estate and the lending, I know that real estate agents and lenders, if they're not working together, things can fall apart, and I'm sure here too, especially working with the money part of it with you. So tell the screens, how can we get a hold of you guys?
If you want to find any financial education or help out your business, you can call me at 619-788-8954.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming, and we will see you next time. And if anybody wants to get a hold of you, I'm excited to even get to know you, so I have referrals for you guys as well. All right, you guys, thanks so much for being inside the mastermind, and we'll see you next time.